Well, you may have noticed, you may not have noticed, but when we drive the Cadillac, it's got a little bit of a vibration to it. These tires that are on this thing, when I bought the car, they still have the little nubs on. They look brand new, but they've been sitting flat since probably the 70s. So they had a little bit of thump to them. I was hoping they would round out a little bit. I really didn't have much hope that they would, because they're steel belted radials. I think steel belted radials came out in the early 70s, so these probably been on since, I don't know, mid to late 70s. But sitting there in that barn flat, and they got flat on one side. I tried the old trick of turning them over, but it didn't work like my brother told me it would. So anyway, we're driving down the road, and this thing's vibrating like a quarter bed and the braidwood end. And I mean, you can see the fenders bouncing on it. You probably couldn't tell it in the video because it's Cadillac. I mean, it still rode pretty good, about 50, 55, smoothed out a little bit. Anywhere below that, anywhere above that, it's pretty rough. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some new shoes on the Cadillac. Well, Miss Daisy's about to get some new shoes on. Now we got a little bit of old school going on here. This is a Coates 4040A tire changer. That used to be my older brother's, who passed away, God rest his soul. And I bought it off his wife after he passed, and it works. But let me tell you now, you better be on your toes when you're using it, because you hit that pedal for that bar to spin around, and it spins around, but it'll get to a point to where it kind of slows down, and then it'll build up pressure and it'll slam around. And if your arm's in the way, well, it might shoot your arm over there. You might have one of your arm bones sticking out of the wall or something. So you got to really watch yourself, you know. Not only that, but we made it even more deadly. See, we've got this hole here. Come over and look. So we've got this hole right here. And what that's for is to add in the aftermarket device to help it around. And that's this big old bolt right here. You know, it's a, I don't think it's a 3/4, it might be a 5/8. What you do is just stick that through there, and whenever it gets stuck, you know, you just kind of grab a hold of it, give it a pull. Just a little bit of encouragement to get it going again. Now, you don't want to grab it like this. Like this is more acceptable. Just kind of pull on it. That way when it comes around, it don't take your arm with it. Now, it might slip out of there. It might sling it, it might shoot out like this. And it might end up sticking out of your hip joint like that. But your hand's gonna be perfectly fine. So that's what we're using. And we also have this old school bubble balancer here. We picked up off the marketplace. Hey, they use them for years. You know, it don't take no electricity. So that's the best thing about it. We're gonna try to get these tires balanced out as good as we can. Get a few of those little drive-on weights where you drive them on the rim. And, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, but it's definitely gonna be better than it is right now, because, man, does it ever vibrate when you're above or below 55. All right, let's get started. Now you may notice that I'm a little bit underdressed than normal. That's because it's hot in here. It's 100 degrees outside right now, and I don't think that's counting the heat index. So it's about hotter than Shadrack's underpants. Let's put this in here. That's what I like about summertime. You can always take off clothes. I mean, in the wintertime, you got to put on more clothes. I just don't like being all bulked up. So I prefer summertime. I'm not complaining. At least I ain't having to put wood in the stove. So there's positives to it for sure. All right, let's come down here and see if we can get these fender skirts off. There is a lever here somewhere. Right around in there. I don't know. It's been that long since I put these back on here. Oh, I know what it is. I gotta put a wrench on that and turn it. I don't gotta get it as high as I did working on the gas tank, but I gotta get it up there a little bit. Well, I tell you, it's about hot enough to make a tick sweat. I don't even know how hot that is, but it's pretty hot. Let's go to the old thermometer here. Looks like we're about 88 inside the shop. I believe that might be a little low. There we go. Okay. I have to jack it up a little higher. All right, you got it up quite a bit higher now. Got it. How did I even get them back up in there when I put them back on? After I painted the wheels. I know what I did. I put the jack stands under the frame. I just don't remember stuff like I used to. Look at that. That just might be enough. Much more better. All right, you might be able to see under there. I went ahead and put some jack stands back under the rear end. So I got jack stands under the frame and the rear end because I really didn't want all the weight of the car on those jack stands on the frame because stuff like that. I don't want to take the chance that that frame's weak and then it bends up and destroys the quarter panels and everything else. So I don't think it would do that, but just a precaution. So now I went ahead and let the rear end down to those orange jack stands, and so the jack's under there too, so the weight's distributed in 5 points, so we're good and safe now. So let's change some tires. All right, now let's see if we can get these tires to balance out.
All right, it looks like the balancer is pretty well balanced.
Now let's see what we got to work with.
Okay, bubbles a little bit on this side. So that means it's a little bit light on this side. So when I lift it up a little higher, it goes even farther out to the side. So I need to put a little bit of weight on this right over here, pointing towards this bubble. I don't know how much it is yet, but we're gonna find out. These weights are painted, so I don't know what this one is. But we're gonna lay it right there. See what that does. Move it a little bit closer. Move that one. We'll put a little bit bigger one. This one does say it's a 1.25 ounce. Yeah. It's a little better. Here's a little bigger one. 2.25. 2 1/4 ounces. Yeah, it's getting closer. Let's move these and put 2 of them together. Yeah, I might need all 3 of them. I might have some more weights. Now I need more. Wait a minute. Let me check the other side of this one. I forgot to check. All right, we got a weight on here. See that? That's causing us some problems right there. Let's see if we can get that off of there. Had to go modify me a set of little channel locks. Stick this in here. Like that. I used up all my wheel weights from both wheels for that one wheel, so let's go scavenging, see if we can find some more. See there, there's one. That's a little too big. But I got this one. This is a 1 ounce weight. Let's see what that does. Okay. New tires on the back. Let's get the front knocked down. Mission accomplished. Miss Daisy has new shoes. They ain't high heels, but they ain't flats neither. Well, I'm gonna go take a shower and get something to eat. It's hotter than Saved by the Bell in here. Well, we've got the lights all powered down in the shop. What do you say we take the caddy out and try the old blue walls out? Let's see how they ride. It's been really nice past couple days in the 80s. It might still be in the 80s. Heck, I don't know, but it feels like 100 right now in this car with no air conditioning. But I'm really excited about seeing how these tires perform. It's got to be better. I mean, they're all new and round and probably somewhat balanced now, so let's see what happens. Well, we have made it to the highway. and we're gonna get out here, get her up to speed, see how the new tires do for us. I can tell you so far on the back roads it seems pretty good, but I really want to get it on the highway just to see. We're going to come through the little town of Pekin, Indiana. It's my hometown. Not much to it. It's a little bitty old town, but it's my hometown and I'm proud of it. So I'm sure you're the same way about your little bitty old hometown. Just about blink your eyes and you've gone through there, you know. So far, I don't know how fast we're going, again, because of the windshield wiper identifying speedometer, but I would say it's probably around 35. Smooth. Huge improvement over what we had before, for sure. It's a good thing it's 35. I just saw a sign that said 35. I hate to be breaking the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. No. Gonna have to wait on that higher speed. What we got going on here? Looking like maybe a little bit of bridge work, bridge construction. This is where we had this flood earlier this month, a couple weeks ago. That whole field down there was solid water, and behind the Casey store here was all water. It was a lake. This probably was about 10 feet deep. Notice there's a bridge over here that's painted. We call it a painted bridge, I don't know why. Right over there. And an RV truck. There was an RV that floated out of, I believe, that yard right there. And floated down, and it got shoved under that bridge. Came out the other side like it's a poop chute. I mean, just shredded that RV. The power of water is no joke, let me tell you. All right, well, let's get her up to speed. Probably, I'm gonna say around 45 now. Maybe around 55, 50, I don't know, something like that. You ever rode on a stick of butter? I didn't figure you had. I haven't either, but I would assume that riding on a stick of butter was about like riding in this car. Smooth. Well, we're doing about 55 now, which it was fairly smooth before at 55. Not really smooth, not like this, but the best possible scenario at 55 with this triangle-shaped tires on it. Like butter, smooth like butter. I like to run it up to about 80, see what it feels like. But as of now, pretty happy with the old tires. It's riding real smooth. Well, as luck would have it, during the test drive, I got notified by my cousin that there's a little car show going on up here in Salem, being put on by a local car club called Random Rides. So we're going to go up there to Arby's and hang out with the guys, talk about cars, see what kind of lies we can tell.
Yeah, good. I was telling him, man, I plan to go up there, you know, Thursday.
How you doing, Buck?
Get rid of all those chairs.
You know, I did get rid of all of them. I got, there's 2 little stacks left.
What do you do?
Yeah, they're not real pretty, but
He was. I told him, I was like, he should work his butt off.
I didn't stick around probably.
I don't blame him. Yeah. I was like, up until that weekend, you know, I had to that's a lot. You don't realize how much it is
for one guy.
It is. I mean, you're busy all
Even if they're separate jobs, it's just the time, the traffic. Sunday morning, it's sailing.
you remember that brown one, Dad?
Yeah.
Oh, it was good.
He said get behind the wheel.
I told you to be nice. Is that seat all the way back?
Yeah. All the way back.
They made difference.
Real bad.
Well, the line is close, it's so close to the link. That
yeah, but other than that, there's a lot of nice cars up there. I mean, there wasn't none like ponies in the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about like 500,000.
That's when they just had one parking lot. Now there's Greenwich where they have 2 outside lots.
Well, see, they are competing now for the rights. Like there will be one at Quaker State, and then there will be one at Park. And so, you know, the Quaker State last year, the car show over there, and it was all back on and then you know, all that, and plus up the car. So it was cool. They actually never really got to me where there was, you know, if you didn't get there on time or earlier, you wouldn't yeah. know, and then we rode in. There was a club. There was about 9 of us at that time, so it was a good time.
Did y'all park inside?
No, because if you park inside, you don't get to take your car.
Right.
It's stuck in there for the whole time.
Yeah.
I thought about trying to put my car in there next year. 'Cause they had a white one that was in there this year, and I was like, man, my car's better looking. You know, and I really hate saying it, but it was perfect. You know, yeah, I didn't even.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna leave
Yeah, they were really good. Dr. Becker's who I had. But mine was through sports medicine. I was 15. Oh, okay. My second one, I was 25. But my boss, they had messed hers up so bad at the hospital she worked in. They had done her 3 times. They're like, we can't do nothing else. Go for it, mine. He fixed her. He had to put like a rod here.
Oh, the engine is weird. Light blue,
Hard to beat this breeze for August, you know?
Oh, I know.
Awesome.
He's like this all year long, go right in the air, you know.
Well, maybe get cold for a couple months to go hunting and then back to this.
You know, all you gotta do is drive up down the road down home, you can hunt with your car. I got one a couple years ago. We did notice that.
Come on.
Excuse me, sir. I get what I get.
I just sits there and it goes out there and he's like,
I watched the weather. When you launched that broker wheel, there was what ramp was it going? South Grand. South Grand. Oh,
Really sunbathing out here. He keeps coming over. He's on tenth and stuff. Sounds like a 98 Civic.
I remember he was there, Kelly was there.
pulled up there with the whole city of Little One. Got to be a liquor store down there somewhere.
Over the past. Yeah, we usually get a really big rush right after church and then
I see this car around all the time.
Yeah, he was up here at Salem at the museum.
Yeah.
Second Friday at the square. Yes. Yeah.
He's got the hood at raised up.
Yeah.
Get their family.
Yes, that's right. Louisville at the square, you had to set up at
That's sharp.
Yep, just around the applicator pad and then wipe it off. It smells like banana. Wipe it off.
Yeah, it's got a cold air intake. I don't know if I've got
4 exhaust, even if they want 2 headers, X pipes, roush, XLS. I'm pretty sure it's almost a ratchet. Because that's not an indicate this one. From the X pipe all the way back. And I don't know if it's a untune or not, but it is on a 93.2. Yeah, it is on a 93.2. And I know that was a 1 gauge, but the guy, Mark, he wasn't sure. I think.
You can see it, like the lines in it.
How are you?
Good, how you doing?
All right.
No, you're good. No, you're good now. You already walked over there. Oh, I did it out.
And I ended up buying them wheels, had them in there. Yeah, we ever bump by it. It's so low. Oh, yeah. How you doing, Mike? Yeah. Good, good.
Say, Bubba.
Well, you know, easy money.
Nothing good.
You
Pretty good.
I'm better than I deserve, sir.
Right on.
Better than I deserve.
We are, we both are.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Ralph. I'm good. How are you?
It turned out to have it that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
I like that. I figured that with being hot one was.
Cool.
Yeah. Maybe when the weather were happening. Yeah. I'm hoping the weather cooperates this coming weekend.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll see you out.
Yeah, see you.
Say, Wayne. Well, we shut them down. Everybody showed up. We had a pretty good turnout. I hope y'all liked all the footage on the cars. There were some cool cars out there, especially like that orange Roadrunner convertible. I'm a Ford guy, but I'm also very partial to Mopars. I like all kinds of cars, man. I'll tell you, I'm not very discriminatory on old cars because they're old cars and they're just cool no matter what they are. So a really cool thing just happened. I was coming across the old Pekin Bridge heading home, and there was a couple riding a side-by-side that stopped, waited for me to come across, and then they asked me if I would back up onto the old bridge and let them take a picture of my car on the bridge. So I did, and thought that was pretty cool. This is the kind of stuff that happens when you're driving an old antique car. And they're going to share it on their Facebook page, and I'm going to share it on mine too. '72, still smooth. I'm happy. I hope y'all enjoyed the car show. A lot of cool cars turned out. It's always fun to attend a little cruise in that's locally in my hometown. Get to catch up with a lot of old buddies. We've known each other for 40, 50 years. It's fun to hang out, talk about old cars, reminisce about the good old days when times were bad. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We'll do it again sometime. Till then, you know what to do.